held in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey. Notice of this meeting was sent to the Star Ledger, local source, Home News Tribune, the Borough Clerk, school offices, and the district website. Roll call, please.
President Paul Biamonte.
Here.
Vice President Constance Quintella.
Here.
Susan Carlstrom.
Here.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland.
Here.
Cindy Mego.
Here.
Jen McCarr. Chris Monroe. Michael Ann Regan.
Here.
Thank you. Please stand and salute the flag. It's on the other side. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let it be resolved that the Roselle Park Board of Education meeting hereby convenes to executive session for discussion of the following subjects: personnel matters, attorney-client privileges, and student matters. It is anticipated that the executive session will take approximately 60 minutes. The board shall return to public session following the executive session at approximately 7 p.m., at which time formal action may be taken. The minutes of the executive session shall be released to the public when the need for the confidentiality no longer exists. Can I have a motion to go into executive session?
That motion?
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're in executive.
Test. Okay, they are all muted.
Thank you, Jen.
Ready? Can I have a motion to return to public session?
I'll make that motion.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're back. Public participation on agenda items only. Each member of the public may speak a maximum of 3 minutes. Please state your name for the record. Okay. Anyone? Seeing none, I'm closing the public participation. We'll go into the principal's report, which would be given, or will be given by Ms. Costa from Roselle Park High School.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry about that. Talking to my two assistant principals, we have Mr. Kane here and Mr. Foy here from the high school, and I am so excited to recognize all of our student athletes here this evening. But before I do that, I want to say just a couple of events that are happening at the high school that have happened. Very fun place, the high school, especially during November and December. We had our, oh, wait, Yana, were you supposed to go before me? Our student representative, Yana Metellus, was going to talk about the pep rally and the powder puff. Does she go before me or after me? Okay, I'm not going to talk about that. Yana's going to talk about that. And I'm not going to talk about what's happening on Thursday night. But I do want to just let you know that the college acceptances have started to roll in. We have an amazing senior class. Give a shout out if you're a senior here in the auditorium. Amazing senior class here. Just some of the acceptances to date. We have a Pitt, a Fordham. These are early acceptances. A Cornell, University of Michigan, Princeton, and Stanford. So an amazing group of students here beside me. The other thing that will be coming up this month is we will be offering, actually next month, January now, the Seal of Biliteracy. This is a seal. It goes on the diploma. It's a special recognition to students that are able to show that they are bilingual. And believe it or not, 1 in 6 of Roselle Park students last year were bilingual, earned the Seal of Biliteracy, and we're hoping for a great turnout again. So seniors and juniors, if you haven't signed up for that yet, you need to. It's just a testament to our students and to our staff, the bilingual Seal of Biliteracy and the college acceptances that we have to date. But tonight we really want to focus on our athletes of the fall season. We had an amazing run with our new athletic director, Mr. Pete Kane, coming over from Scotch Plains High School. So I'm excited to welcome him to the podium to talk a little bit about the 3 teams that made it to the champions of the conference. And then we'll call up each of your names. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Costa. Thanks to the board for having us tonight. Really appreciate the recognition. I feel like I was here saying thank you for the new position in late August and picked my head up and it's December. So it's been great. It's been a wonderful experience. The coaches are fantastic. The kids are fantastic people. So it's been a real pleasure. We had a very exciting fall season. We had, of our 5 teams that could qualify for the playoffs, 4 of them did. Okay, we had girls tennis, girls volleyball, girls soccer, and boys soccer all qualify for the postseason. 2 of which were high enough seeds that they were able to host playoff games, that being boys soccer and volleyball, girls volleyball. The boys actually advanced and moved on to the next round, hosted again. So it's a very exciting season, went deep into the season, and we had a lot of accolades that we did talk about our sports awards night here. I know some of the board members were here and some people, the parents were here, very supportive. So just wanted to say a few words about it. We've got boys soccer ending their season at a 13-9. They went to the state sectional semifinals, losing a tough one to Brearley. And, talking with Coach Pat before the season, getting to know people, he said we have an exciting group here, and I know we only graduate a few, so a lot are back. Good news, bad news, depending on how you look at it, is when you have success in your conference, you get to move up. So our boys and our girls will be in the mountain division up from the valley division in soccer next year. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Our coaches are on board with it because it breeds more competition. We'll have tougher games in the regular season, which means then that when we get to our states, we'll be better prepared because iron sharpens iron, and we got to compete with some of the best in the area, playing up to Group 2s in some cases, Group 3s in some cases, Group 4s as some schools like football had to play against. So that's boys soccer, 13-9. Girls soccer, the last time the boys soccer won the conference championship was in 2014. So 10 years later, and here they are. They have a new numbers to put up on the banner. Girls soccer finished with a record of 10-11. Went down to play against the eventual sectional champion. So lost in the first round there. Last time they won was in 2018. Also impressive, too, is Coach Kevin Castano's his first year here. I promise you, it's not normal to be this far this early. It's very, very, very successful by him. He actually got to play for Coach Patrick Sampietro, which he hates hearing out loud, that his former player gets to be a head coach here. But looks like he learned some things because here they are sitting together on the awards night. So very impressive. It must feel great to be able to play here and come back and help the programs out. We also have volleyball, girls volleyball, and Coach Ray Calandro. We have to buy a new banner. It's a good thing. We got to spend some more money, Ms. Maurer, but we got to buy a new banner because we do not have a girls volleyball banner. This is the first in school history that we have here, so very exciting. And they also, finishing with a record of 17-8, outdid what they did last year in setting a school record in wins to come back even stronger. I know how much Coach Ray works year-round with different clubs and bringing all the experience to the girls and how much they put in the time for him. They love it. He loves it, and it's a great addition. So it was fun to be in the gym after getting yelled at, about how to keep the doors open and get people into the building. We got that figured out pretty quickly. And then just to see the energy in that gym when the girls are playing between the cheers and the chants and the clapping from the people on the bench and the parents there. I witnessed cheering that parents would start and girls on the bench would finish. Never seen that before, and it was awesome. So it just talks about the support that we have here. So I'm going to call up Ms. Costa, if she would read the names, as I believe me and or Ms. Maurer are going to hand out certificates, or who I wasn't sure who was doing that, but everyone keeps pointing to the right. I'm not sure who's doing it, but I'll be down there with you shaking hands. So we are going to start with boys soccer first. Ms. Costa.
All right, boys soccer. Brady, it goes in alphabetical order. So you guys, why don't you all stand up against the wall right there so that you're not crawling over each other? And then I'll call it. Just the boys. Girls, stay put for a minute. Okay, and then I'll call you up in alphabetical order so that we have the certificates in order. And then just stay right there in the front so we can get a picture. Okay? Brady Aguilar. Rishi Amin. Daniel Arias. Nastra Bolivar. Javier Cuadros. Anthony De Silva. Matthew De Leon Espina. Hold on, you're going to have to check the names because I know a couple of them weren't here. We're going to have to check the names because I know a couple of them weren't here. Like Rishi's not here. Is he? No. Okay. So I'll slow down a little bit so that you can open them up and check the names. Okay, so Matt, right? Matt De Leon is not here. Lucas De Souza. Darian Downey. Darian's not here. Be my ear, okay? Jaden Franco. I know Jaden's here. He was eating a pizza back there. Wasn't that Jaden? Oh, that was, sorry. I mixed you guys up. John, there he is. John Franco, and he finished his large pizza that he was eating. Jose Gutierrez Apanco. Cameron Ilias. John Paul Lopez Salcido. Alexander Lozano, Franco Marcelo, Sebastian Montoya, Connor Oberlies, Diego Osorio, Jaden Rodriguez, Javian Ruiz, Juan Santos, Daniel Trigueros, David Trigueros, and last but not least, Hector Velasquez. It's just so fun to read these names because as the principal, I know some of these students are new to this country within the last year and a half, 2 years. Some of these students have been accepted into Ivy League schools. Some of these students play ball, and they also work full-time jobs. So it's just amazing to see the caliber of students up in front of us. All right, everybody slide down, follow Coach Kane, and Coach, yeah, and there are 3 coaches as well. Thank you so much. You can take photos for me? Okay, I'm going to put it on my Instagram.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, in the back, Coach Cyprian and Coach Patrick Sampietro. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Congratulations. Just have a seat back down for just a couple of minutes. As soon as we finish with the girls' teams, we'll let you all go home, so you don't have to stay for the board meeting. Okay, next up is our girls' soccer team, Union County Conference Valley champions, with Coach Castano and Coach Sarah. So if you want to go up, coaches. And let me start with Ichel Alejo. Hold on. Well, let's let the girls get up there. Girls get up there. Sorry, I'm going too fast. Okay, Ichel Alejo. Not here. Okay. Iris Alonso Sanchez. Brianna Apello. Brianna's here. Yep. Eunices Arevalo. Catherine Castillo Grande, Isabella Cutrafello, Hannah Dokic, Jasmine Fanaraga, Ava Forstenhauser, Brendalee Garcia, Isabella Gaviria, Isabel Garambi Kelly, Alina Hupoy, Layla Ilias, Jessica Kazambowski, I always say that wrong, and I had your brother, Isabel Larache, Oriana Lopez Salcedo, Audrey Miller, Michaela Mora, goalie extraordinaire, Ashley Naranjo Arevalo, Madison O'Connell, Genesis Ortiz, Camila Osario, and I'm just going to read the rest of the names as well. Emily Rodriguez, Sydney Stamboli, Shania Toro, Elizabeth Tuma, Valentina Valdez, Sophia Valenti, and Gianna Walker Talbot. Coaches, come on up. Again, freshmen to seniors out there, so amazing. Great job, ladies. It's fun to watch your games. Oh, okay, you have to kind of distribute a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, everybody look up here and smile. All right, good job, girls soccer and coaches. All right, finally, girls volleyball. All right, girls that are wearing your white shirts, just do a little spin up there. Those shirts were donated by the Dad's Club. The Dad's Club gives a little bit of swag to our students when they have a successful run, and we are so thankful for all the work of the Dad's Club for our students. All right, is our coach up? Coach, are you up front there? Coach, why don't you go up by Mr. Kane? Great job, Coach. Former teacher at Rahway. Stolen by Roselle Park. He was only supposed to be here for, what, a few months? And now, what are we in, like year 10? Not quite, but just about. Camilla Castro. Sanaya Fennison. Brooke Gallo. Dana Gonzalez. Ava Griffin. No. Cameron Harms. George Elise Javier. Megan Nickel. Gianna Cui. Leah Rose Scott. And Madison Wilkes. Okay, now all of you need to get in the middle there for a photo. How many of you athletes, how many of you are currently playing another sport? That's amazing. It's great to be in a high school that's this size, that it gives us the opportunity to have 3 sport athletes. So important. And so many of our students do play 3 sports. Okay, look up here. Okay, look there. Okay, look here. Great. Why? Okay, Dana needs you to. Dana needs it again.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we good, Dana? All right, great. And is it? I can dismiss them, President? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Mr. Kane wants to wrap it up.
Yes.
Again, thank you so much to the board, coaches, student athletes, parents for being here tonight. And I also want to reiterate what Ms. Costa was saying with the shirts. They did it for baseball. They did it for the sports here. The Dad's Club does give so much, and we're going to make sure that we are able to recognize everything they do because they've raised so much, and they want to help out our student athletes in every way they can. They put a lot of time into it, so we do appreciate them and really appreciate the recognition tonight. Thank you so much. And now's the time you can get going. Get back to homework. Have a great night. Thank you for being here.
Okay, we're gonna go into committee reports. We'll start on my left. Anyone on my left with committee reports? Come on, Cindy, come on.
Hold on, I have to get to it. I was waiting, I thought I had a minute. First, I want to start out with, if I can get to my page, the retirements. We have 2 long-term staff members retiring, Mrs. Matarodana and Ms. Ruby, both at the high school. Ms. Ruby has been in the district for over 25 years. She worked over at the academy school when it was open for many years, and then moved over to the self-contained at the high school for the past 4 years. Ms. Matarodana has been, well, here forever. She was actually my sister's guidance counselor, and now she's my daughter's guidance counselor. Not to be personal, but my daughter's going to be very upset that she's retiring, so I wish them both the best on their retirement. I also, sorry, I have another portion. This is committee report. Shh. This may be my last report as personnel chair, as I don't know what committees I'll be on next year. I wanted to say that it was a privilege to advocate for our students and staff this year, and I have a message for all our staff for the coming years. As a Board of Education member, it is my duty to support our staff, especially our teachers that work tirelessly to educate our students with whatever resources they are given. I was elected to not only represent our taxpayers, families, and students, but to ensure we keep our amazing teachers in our district. I have seen far too many staff members leave, and as this board continues to ask why that's happening. If you have a problem, please do not be afraid to ask for help. Go to your administrator. If you're afraid to speak to them, go to the superintendent or your union representative. If you're afraid to speak to them, come to me or any other board member. Please know that I'm always here if you have a problem, need advice, or just someone to vent to. Please do not let the only time that you speak up be when you're turning in your resignation letter. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone to my right? No committee reports? Fantastic. Okay, we'll go into superintendent's report.
Good evening, board members, staff, students, parents, and community members. As we reflect on the many accomplishments of the past months across our district, I would like to extend my gratitude to everyone in our Roselle Park family for their hard work, dedication, and untiring support for our students. Tonight, we also had the distinct honor of recognizing several high school students for their outstanding athletic achievements. Your dedication, teamwork, and sportsmanship make us incredibly proud and remind us that our students are at the heart of what makes this district great. Congratulations on your accomplishments. You inspire us all. At Aldine Elementary School, the community has been bustling with activity this month, exemplifying the true spirit of the season through meaningful events and celebrations. We'd like to extend our gratitude to Mrs. Quaglia for organizing another wonderful senior citizen luncheon with our 5th graders. It's always heartwarming to see the connections between our students and the senior members of our community. A special thank you also goes to Mrs. Coswell and Mr. Sanchez for orchestrating a phenomenal winter concert which drew record attendance with over 150 guests. The Aldine Character Council, under the guidance of Ms. Nunez and Ms. Cashin, demonstrated the true spirit of giving this holiday season by raising funds and donating gifts to our families within our community. Thank you for making a difference. We eagerly anticipate the Kindergarten Winter Wonderland event featuring a special guest, as well as the Aldine school-wide holiday sing-along before our 12:30 dismissal. At Robert Gordon Elementary School, the holiday season is in full swing with exciting events and meaningful fundraisers. Their holiday gift shop was a big hit, with students and families providing a joyful experience for students to pick out meaningful gifts for their loved ones. Their holiday concert, featuring our retired music teacher, Mrs. Green, was a tremendous success, uniting the school community to enjoy the students' hard work and talent. Thanks to the generosity of our families, Robert Gordon School collected 75 pairs of pajamas to support those in need during the colder months. Their holiday food drive is underway, with students and families contributing non-perishable items to support our local food bank. Upcoming activities at Robert Gordon include Student Council Spirit Week, which will be a fun-filled week fostering school spirit and a sense of community. The holiday sing-along and class parties, where our students are eagerly anticipating these festivity celebrations to close out the year. Some of our recognitions and programs taking place at Robert Gordon include the Student of the Month, which was in November, which was gratitude. In November, the theme, as stated, gratitude. They celebrated students who demonstrated appreciation and kindness in their actions. Robert Gordon has officially launched the Safety Patrol program, with students taking on leadership roles and learning responsibility through their contributions to school safety. At Roselle Park Middle School, the culture of learning, creativity, and inclusivity continues to thrive. This week, Roselle Park Middle School continues its anti-bullying initiatives through classroom lessons presented by the NJCAP program. Thank you to all involved in ensuring a supportive and inclusive environment for our students. Congratulations to Ms. Hickman and Ms. Saddlemeyer for their collaboration with Rutgers University to enhance the middle school computer science curriculum. Both teachers were featured in a video presentation at Rutgers Computer Science Summit last week, a fantastic achievement for our district. Kudos to Mr. Delaney, Mr. Williamson, and Mr. Masucci for delivering, once again, an outstanding winter concert that beautifully showcased the talents of our middle school students. Looking ahead, our guidance department will host a parent program titled Connect and Listen, Enhancing Parent and Child Relationships, on Tuesday, January 7th at 6 p.m. in the High School Media Center, led by Michelle Hayeb of Caring Contact. This workshop is designed for parents and caregivers of students in grades pre-K through 12, focusing on the power of active listening to strengthen connections with their children. Additionally, our Special Services Department hosted a fall festival during Thanksgiving week, where students enjoyed games, an obstacle course, and crafts, while staff connected with families in a relaxed setting. Feedback and suggestions for future events are welcome and can be sent to Ms. Gilgallen via email. Look out for a parent advisory night to be scheduled after the holidays. We are currently accepting suggestions for topics. As part of our ongoing commitment to maintaining the integrity of our district's enrollment process, I would like to provide an update on the residency verification efforts conducted over the past several weeks. From October 27th to December 12th, our residency investigator conducted 32 residency verifications, bringing the total for this school year to 289. Of these, 3 students were found not to be domiciled in Roselle Park. 1 student is in the process of being disenrolled. 2 cases are pending further investigation. Additionally, parents withdrew a child enrollment application due to questionable residency documentation. From November 11th to November 27th, the residency investigator provided early morning security at Robert Gordon School to address a temporary concern, which has since been resolved. During this period, the residency investigator also conducted 6 surveillances, resulting in 2 students being found not domiciled in Roselle Park. These students' parents have been served with disenrollment papers. As we close this calendar year, it is also important to recognize and express our gratitude to the dedicated individuals who have served our school community through their leadership on the Board of Education. To Ms. Karlstrom, thank you for your unwavering commitment to the Roselle Park community. From your years of service as a dedicated and committed staff member to your continued contributions as a board member, even after retirement, your efforts have left a permanent mark on our district. Your passion for supporting students, staff, and families has always been evident, and we are deeply grateful as a district for your work. To Mr. Bayamonte, your committed support for our students, staff, and community has been inspiring throughout your tenure, especially in your role as board president. Your leadership and dedication have significantly impacted our district, and your efforts have paved the way for continued growth and success. It is my privilege to present both of you with certificates of gratitude on behalf of the Roselle Park School District and appreciation for your exceptional service. As we approach the holiday season, let us embrace kindness, health, and peace. Everyone is facing challenges we may not see, and as role models for our children, the future of our community, it is essential that we lead with compassion and understanding. Wishing you all a joyous and healthy holiday season. Please remember that schools and district offices will be closed from December 24th to January 1st, and we will resume our regular schedule on January 2nd. Happy holidays to all. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for that recognition. Much appreciated. Okay, we'll go through the agenda. Under policy, I didn't miss anything, did I? Sorry. Under policies, superintendent recommends number 1, district policy first reading. Can I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Quintella,
Yes.
Susan Carlstrom.
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland,
Yes.
Cindy Mego,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Michael Ann Regan,
Yes.
President Biamonte.
Yes,
Motion passed.
thank you. Personnel, agenda items 2 through 24. Staff appointments. Number 3, staff resignation. Number 4, rescind appointments. Number 5, change of assignments. Number 6, substitute salary adjustments. Number 7, salary adjustments. Number 8, retirements. Number 9, retirement revision. Number 10, preschool morning care. Number 11, middle school athletic coach. Number 12, in-person sports physicals. 13, high school extracurricular club advisor. 14, 24-25 school lunch workers. 15, internship agreement. 16, high school athletic coach volunteer. 17, job description. 18, middle school male locker room supervision. 19, high school locker room supervision change. 20, high school and middle school athletic proctor 2024-2025. 21, proctor 2024-2025, the Sherman Holiday Concert. 22, mentoring. 23, steam tank. 24, 2025 summer camp director. Can I have a motion to approve the personnel section?
I'll make that motion.
Have a second, please?
Second.
Any discussion?
I want to make a motion to add to number 6, to increase the teacher salary for certified teachers to $140. If you have a substitute certificate, to $130, starting January 1st, 2025.
Second.
So that's a motion to amend the agenda to include that in item 6. That'll be voting on that specifically, not the overall consent agenda, which will follow. So roll call on that.
Vice President Constance Quintella,
Yes.
Susan Carlstrom,
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland,
Yes.
Cindy Mego,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Michael Ann Regan. Yes. President Paul Biamonte.
Yes.
That motion passed.
Mr. President, there's still a motion on the table to approve the consent agenda, which would now be as amended.
I do have some questions.
Okay.
Sorry.
Good.
Sorry. For number 15A, I was just curious, Mr. Flecka is a new administrator. Why we wouldn't use someone more experienced for a mentor without overburdening a new principal? That's one. I have multiple, so I'm going to say them all first. Second one is number 21, the proctors for the Sherman Holiday Concert. Did we do proctors for the other holiday concerts? Because I don't believe we had any paid proctors for any other school. And that's it.
Can her questions be addressed?
For the holiday proctors, all the other schools do it in August. This one wasn't done in August because Mr. Flecka started later on because he was transitioning. So that's why they put in the proctors. We usually do general activity proctors for the other ones. And as per the internship, it was required for them to do at the school that they were at. So that, and this is not the final residency, so with Kane, it was okay for somebody that's non-tenured to do, because they're just overseeing what the project was established from Kane University.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Constance Quintella,
Yes.
Susan Carlstrom,
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland,
Yes.
Cindy Mego,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Michael Ann Regan, President Paul Bymonte.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Under education, agenda items 25 through 34. So number 25, 2024-2025 school year tuition. 26, Roselle Park School Counseling Community Engagement Series. 27, conference attendance request. Number 28, statement of assurance 2025-2026 for this preschool program. 29, 3-year preschool program plan and annual update to NJDOE. Number 30, high school robotic club trip. 31, NJSIAA high school wrestling tournament. 32, harassment, intimidation, bullying incidents. Number 33, UCVTS work-based learning experience. Can I have a motion to approve the educational section?
I just have a question first. For number 26, January 7th is Orthodox Christmas, and it's also our reorg. Is there a way to change that, just because it's, a lot of people celebrate the holiday, another holiday that day?
Are you talking about the guidance program at 6? I think that was discussed in executive, that they said that the parents could come to the meeting at 6, and then the reorganization meeting would begin at 7. But do you want to change the reorganization meeting?
Asking if it was possible to even do that, just, I know it's like late in the game already, but it is a holiday for most people, for some people at least.
I don't have an issue with it. I mean, are there any recommendations?
Could we move the presentation to the cafeteria just in case it goes over?
The presentation is in the media center. I think what Jen is saying, she wants to move everything since it is a holiday for some.
Is there a recommendation? Is there another date that works?
Would it be okay to motion to the board to approve to change the date, and we can leave it up to
To vote.
Mrs.
Are
Boyce
we
and Ms.
looking-
Mauer to pick a date that would work for our district?
Are we looking to change the board meeting and the meeting of the parent-child meeting? I'm not clear on that.
I think it's the Orthodox Christmas Day,
So
I
both
think that's-
events should be rescheduled. Is that what we're voting on? Just to be clear?
Yes, that's my motion.
Okay. All right.
I think we could legally change the reorganization meeting.
I don't, is the agenda attempt to set the date of the reorganization meeting? I wasn't aware of that. It actually, in truth, there's a calendar that's on the agenda, but the new board in January, in theory, should be approving the meeting dates. So I would probably recommend tabling number 38, the more I look at it, so that the new board can set those at the reorganization.
It's the reorganization meeting.
That doesn't include the January.
Exactly, so the date, that, what I'm saying is that the date of the reorg isn't specified on this particular agenda. I assume if there's a consensus tonight. Was it? I'm sorry? Oh, was it listed on your dates? Okay, all right, so it's set in, so you're looking to move that essentially? Okay, all right, yeah, I think that's fair. Sure, no, I understand.
I think last year I was told that the reorganization meeting couldn't be changed because I had requested the same thing last year, and then they said it couldn't be done. So I don't know what the difference is.
The only requirement is that the reorganization occurred during the first week of January, so if there's a consensus for a particular date, and in light of what was shared with me by Dr. Kirkland, that the annual schedule of meetings pre-schedules your reorg for next year, I think a motion would certainly allow us to make that modification if the board sees fit.
So to be clear, it has to be anywhere in the first week, within the first 7 days?
Correct.
Okay. So do we have a preferred date, or are we going to leave it up to the superintendent and business administrator to?
In theory, the board doesn't technically need to decide that at this meeting. You could, have poll the board and the board secretary with the consensus of the board and members-elect opining as well, advertise a suitable date. So if there isn't a consensus tonight, perhaps a motion would be in order to direct the board secretary to poll the members and members-elect and to advertise a suitable date for the reorganization that won't be January 6th in light of the holiday. If that's acceptable to everyone.
January 7th.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at 6th, but that's 2026, and that's a long ways away. But yes, I'm sorry, January 7th.
So are we accepting her motion?
Mr. President, I just made a suggestion on a way to move it off the 7th and allow the board secretary to work with the members and the members-elect to find a suitable date if we're not going to be able to conveniently hear at the board table, if that works for everyone.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd recommend a motion on that proposed motion.
Make the motion on what our attorney just said.
Have a second, please?
Second.
Okay, that's one item. Are we tabling? is
Yes,
there
I want to make a
table
motion
number
to
three?
table.
Let's vote on that first, if we could, guys.
Okay.
This is a motion to reschedule the reorg from January 7th in light of the holiday, with the board secretary reaching out to the board members and finding a suitable date that will work for everyone.
Okay, so there's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on it? Further discussion? None? Roll call, please.
Vice President Constance Quintella,
Yes.
Susan Carlstrom,
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland,
Yes.
Cindy Mago,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Michael Ann Regan, President Paul Biamonte.
Yes.
Motion passed.
And just for the public's benefit, the meeting has to be properly noticed under the Open Public Meetings Act. So once the board secretary has consensus, there will be a full noticing as required by law, and I would imagine district website and all that good stuff.
Thank you.
I would like to make a motion to table number 32, specifically 242-5007 and 242-5008.
Okay. So there's a motion on the table. Can I have a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Vice President Constance Quintella,
Yes.
Susan Carlstrom,
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland,
Yes.
Cindy Mago,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Michael Ann Regan, President Paul Biamonte.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Mr. President, I also have a question on one of the items before we approve.
Go ahead.
Number 27A, the conference for turf grass maintenance. Curious what the status is of the turf donation if we are having a conference for turf that we don't have.
I think that's the grounds crew is just working on regular grass, not so much turf, what you're thinking of, artificial turf, but to prepare the turf on each of the athletic fields. I think I've seen that in the past. Can anyone corroborate that?
Yeah, it's my belief that it's not artificial turf, it's actually the ground, the grass, yes. Maintaining
This
it.
is an annual conference that they attend every year. They're required to.
Okay. But we don't have any update on the turf?
No. Anything else? Yeah. So could I have a motion to approve the educational section?
Motion.
You have a second?
Second.
Any discussion or any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Constance Quintella,
Yes.
Susan Carlstrom,
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland,
Yes.
Cindy Mago,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Michael Ann Regan, President Paul Biamonte.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Okay, under business, agenda items 34 through 43. Monthly certification, 35, approval of bills, 36, approval of minutes, 37, secretary treasurer's report, 38, annual schedule of meetings, 39, high school and middle school athletic schedule 2024-2025, 40, use of building and grounds, 41, discard of outdated piano, 42, professional service agreement, 43, settlement agreement.
And Mr. President, as I mentioned earlier, it would be my recommendation to the board that we table 38. The new board should set the meeting schedule upon reorganization in January for next year. I don't believe this board has the power to bind that board to a meeting schedule.
Can I have a
Motion to table 38.
Have a second, please?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Constance Quintella,
Yes, with an abstention from 40D.
Actually, this
Oh,
is
I'm
just on
sorry.
tabling 38.
Yes.
Thanks.
Susan Carlstrom,
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland,
Yes.
Cindy Mago,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Michael Ann Regan, President Paul Biamonte.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Can I have a motion to approve the business section?
Make that motion.
Have a second, please?
And
Any discussion?
Yes. Sorry, it's my kind of day.
Go ahead.
Item 40I, we're having a film shoot. Just wondering if this is one of our students, former students, why we're charging them. Looks like he's a student.
Do you want me to speak on? It is not one of our former students, but the group is going to come in to talk to our students with RPTV, and that's what really encouraged us allowing this. And our facilities was accommodating to what their needs were, so it worked out.
Do we know the subject of the thesis?
Ms. Costa?
Who is a senior now at NYU Film School, the same school that Z graduated from. And they had put in a use of building in Cranford, but the facilities just didn't work for the thesis performance that they have to do. So it's kind of a scary movie. It has 13 scenes. They'll be doing it in the sides of the auditorium, in the photo booth, one classroom, and the hall out here. So I always want to help out students, especially when they are willing to come and speak to our students. Our students will not be involved in the filming in any way. But when they're seniors in film school at a reputable school, NYU, you're doing them a favor. They're still paying. They did have a budget for it. We worked with them. They downsized their facility usage. It's just a great opportunity. You're building bridges, and you never know what's going to come back to you in a few years when this kid gets his first Oscar. So I'm just thinking ahead. I told Mark, the principal in Cranford, I said, you know what, send him my way. I do have the brick. I do have a couple of things that he might be interested in. And I always want to think about our students and opening extra opportunities and doors for them. So this kind of clicked with me that maybe this would be something down the line that would benefit our students. Thank you. Just don't forget about Yana's presentation.
And just to add to that, part of why we as Roselle Park School District partnered with Ms. Costa is because one of the best things is to also put out there universities and options for our students. So if our students are pursuing RPTV middle school and here at the high school, here they're seeing someone who is continuously doing theater, who is performing, who is using TV in some manner, creating movies, and is at a NYU, why can't they apply to NYU as well? So that just will build then and come back to us if we have one more student that goes to another Ivy League.
My question was more about why were we charging them if our students are going to be doing some sort of work with them, or no?
The students aren't going to be part of that program.
Okay.
They're going to come in a little bit and speak with them for a couple minutes when they initiate that first day, and then they're going to work on their own. So
Okay.
we're charging them because they're not, part of our community.
Just to be clear, other than usages or custodial needs, or?
There
Yeah.
will be a little bit, and we've taken care of that in the cost.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you. Anything else, Cindy? Student will do the report business. I know it's been, I just want to accommodate. So I need a motion to approve the business section?
But we did the motion, we just have to
Okay.
do roll call.
Roll call, please.
Vice President Constance Quintella,
Yes, with an abstention to 40D.
Susan Carlstrom,
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Kirkland,
Yes.
Cindy Mago,
Yes, with an abstention on 40D.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes, with a no to 40I.
Chris Monroe,
Yes, with abstention to 40D.
Michael Ann Regan, President Paul Baimonte.
Yes,
Motion passed.
thank you. Is there any continuing business? No continuing business? Is there any new business?
Here at Roselle Park High School, the students are enjoying our holiday spirit week, our winter spirit week. It's helping many students, put many students in high spirits, and it's inspiring a lot of creativity. Also last month we had our Powder Puff week and our Powder Puff games between the juniors and the seniors, which helped encourage a lot of healthy rivalry between the two grades. The seniors ended up winning the game. And on Thursday, we have our winter concert that our students are really looking forward to, as they get to see their hard work and dedication pay off.
Thank you. Any other new business?
President, I have something to say. Thank you, Mrs. Goyce, for mentioning me and thinking of Paul and I as we leave the Board of Ed. But I had prepared a few words, because tonight marks the end of an era for me. For 13 years, I was a proud student of the Roselle Park education system. 4 years later, I began my tenure as an educator, school counselor, administrator, where I accumulated 35 years of service in the district. A few months later, after retiring, I ran unopposed for the board. For 6 years, I consider myself a volunteer as a Board of Ed member. I say volunteer because I am not a politician, and one who runs for the Board of Ed should not be a politician either. We represent the community, and we are responsible for making policies, developing plans, evaluating outcomes, not managing the day-to-day operations. The past 6 years have been rewarding because I was able to contribute my varied skill set. It is important to hear what is happening and to work collaboratively with other members to achieve success for all. Now that I am leaving, I am asking my fellow board members here next to me, as well as those joining them in the new year, to continue to listen what is being presented to them, read what is being presented, and again, collaboratively work together to come up with the best possible solutions for all: students, parents, staff, and community members. Board members should never arrive with a preconceived idea in their head or agenda. They should sift through the information and weigh the pros and cons through meaningful discussions as a whole board. I wish everyone here and out in the audience a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and my hope for a healthy and happy New Year to all. Thank you.
Anyone else new business?
Yes, I have a quick update. So officially, the high school PTSA is now a PTO. So congratulations on the work that the executive board did to make that happen. And then also, as mentioned, their winter dance is December 19th. There's going to be a pretzel sale on January 10th. And then their next meeting is January 27th.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I just wanted to say something. Sue, you and I worked very closely on all of our subcommittees together. And I just wanted to say that I will miss you deeply on this board and all the subcommittees we shared. Your thoughtful leadership, commitment, and tireless service have left a lasting impact on me. As you step into this next chapter, I have no doubt you will continue to find ways to make a difference. Thank you for everything you have done, and best of luck on all the opportunities that lie ahead. And also, I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank Paul for his service to the Roselle Park Board of Education. You're very appreciated as well.
I just also want to add to that, this is my first year being in this position, and the support that I received from both Paul and Sue have been amazing, and Lauren too, when he was here. So I thank you for that, because it really makes a big difference. And we're going to miss you, but we'll see you, I'm sure.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Right, for Robert Gordon PTA, they are doing a winter drive collecting coats, scarves, and hats, and they are currently in their Spirit Week, which is December 16th through the 23rd. They have duck donuts orders for fundraisers, which I believe are due on December 23rd. And their Spirit Day will be January 3rd. Their school dance, which is Aloha themed, is January 31st. And their next meeting will be January 14th.
Thank you. Anyone else? No?
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Aldine has the breakfast with Santa for the kindergartners on Monday. Recreation is planning a Winterfest event at the Youth Center on January 19th. It's going to be a story time and craft event. More details to follow. Also want to thank both Sue and and Paul for your passion for the kids of Roselle Park and serving on the board. Also want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. But one last thing I want to leave you guys on is, all right. Dang it. Where Lucy at? Lucy, make funny faces. Y'all know I'm a crybaby. During the holidays, this year, just definitely, shoot, dang it. I thought I could do this. Hold on your loved ones. Make sure that, you know, there's a lot of people that's missing someone at the table. Make sure you check on them. A lot of you guys, some of you guys know, some of you guys don't, that I lost my cousin in a crazy car accident recently. If you saw it on the news, it was one of the 6 people in Newark that had a car crash. But I just want to let, just, all right. You never know what's going to happen. No, tomorrow is not promised. All right, I'm going to stop. Okay.
Thank you, Chris. Sorry for your loss. Anyone else? Just quickly, I did not prepare anything, but just a quick couple words. I want to say thank you to this board, to Superintendent Goyce, Business Administrator, and Board Secretary Maurer, Mike Collins, the rest of the board members. In my 3 years here, this is probably the best board since I've been here. And I don't know if anyone can say anything different that sits up here. It was a collaborative board. It was a productive board. I know some of you board members or some of you that were just elected were here with a different administration where things were, I want to say, a lot different. Things were run differently. Executive meetings were run differently. I want to really reiterate a lot of what Sue said. Go in with an open mind. There are some really, really good leaders up here. Follow their lead. Follow their lead objectively, and I think and continue the course. I know in my heart of hearts, the school district is in a better place today than we were 3 years ago. And I know if you stay the course, you will be better next year and the year after and the year after. But I want to thank everyone for your support. It's been a fun ride. I don't know. I'm not in retirement. I'm not retiring, so I don't know what the future holds for me. I may be back. I may not. I'm not sure. I haven't made a decision yet. But again, thank you. Happy holidays to everyone, and I wish everyone well. Thank you. Okay, with that, we'll open up the public participation.
Jennifer McCool, Roselle Park. I just want to say to President Biamonte and Sue Carlstrom, thank you. Thank you to all of the time and energy and dedication that you have done to effectively run the Board of Education. Your tireless efforts did not go unnoticed. I wish you all the best. And to our newly elected members, I wish you good luck. Please lead with your hearts and remember that no matter what, you all have the same common goal of putting the children of Roselle Park's education at the forefront of all decisions made here. Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Anyone else? I'm sorry, I didn't read this part, but you already know. Each member of the public may speak a maximum of 3 minutes. Please state your name for the record.
Katie McDermott, Roselle Park. I haven't been paying attention, but was that turf talk about artificial turf or grass turf? Grass turf, okay. The December CPAG meeting was a parent roundtable that was mostly done in Spanish. We did record the meeting, so if anybody would like access, please reach out to CPAG. Board Member Mago, thank you for your statement. It's somewhat comforting knowing that the board is cognizant that whatever underlying reasons there are for all the resignations, something must be done to turn the tide. I can't tell you the number of parents who have expressed deep concern over this issue. If we don't already have someone tasked with recruitment and retention, it might be a good idea. It may seem crazy to think about adding an additional employee, but if you think about the sunk costs with onboarding a new hire, the position may pay for itself. I don't know. I also wanted to extend my heartfelt thanks to President Biamonte. Thank you for your dedication to the students of Roselle Park. Mrs. Karlstrom, thank you for everything. I hope you know how much CPAG has appreciated all that you have done to support disabled students in Roselle Park. We would not have been able to move middle school ESY to the high school without your perseverance and determination. It has made a huge difference to our older students. We will miss you terribly. I hope everyone has a lovely holiday season and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Frank Aguilardo. First, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Sue. Gonna miss you guys, and good luck to the new candidates that are coming up. Couple announcements. One to the parents who are maybe possibly listening. It's never too late to join your PTAs or your PTOs. It helps out every student, whether it's a PTA or PTO. Even if you don't want to get involved, paying the tuition for the PTA or PTOs actually goes towards whatever the school is raising for, whether it's the end of the year celebrations or the project graduations. Also, with the new committee coming on, I know a lot of changes are going to happen with the subcommittees. Please make sure that if you are going to be joining, whether it's the middle school, Sherman, Aldine, please don't do it because you just want to put your name on a checklist, like, oh, I'm involved, I'm involved, I'm involved. You have to be going to these meetings, and you have to be involved, because if we're not here making these announcements of what's going on in the middle school or Sherman or any other schools, some of the parents who can't make it to the meeting can come to these meetings or even listening to them online, and they hear from you guys and not from the PTA or the PTA parents. So it's very important with any fundraisers that are going on, any activities that are going on with the concerts, anything. We need one of you guys there. So if you can't make it, reach out to any of the other board members. Hopefully they can make it to the meetings. I know it's a little hard and it's difficult, but reach out to the presidents, the vice presidents, let them know what's going on, and I'm sure there'll be some type of solution. We're all on the same team. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Frank. Anyone else? Okay, I close the public participation. Guess that's it. The next scheduled, well, the next scheduled reorganization board meeting will be held sometime in the first week of January. The board meeting, as you heard, it will be, you guys will be notified, in advance, but it will be the first week of January. The board meeting will be held at the Roselle Park High School Auditorium. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.